Hey neighbor, Beechard Moorefield here, and welcome to Tuesday Recap, a time when we'll go into something in greater detail than we covered in our recent Bible study. Allow me to read to you today from Matthew chapter 16, verse 19. Jesus said, "And I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatsoever you shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven." The Amplified Bible says it this way: "I'll give you the keys of the kingdom, and whatever you bind on earth having been bound in heaven shall be, and whatever you loose on earth having been loosed in heaven shall be." What it's saying is that there is no binding and loosing in heaven anymore. That's done. When Jesus' blood was applied to the heavenly vessels of worship, heaven was cleansed. There is nothing there that needs to be bound, and there's nothing there that needs to be loosed. But you and I have the responsibility here on the earth. Now, what I want you to see is this. If you've ever been to a rodeo, there's an event called team roping. In the team roping event, a steer runs out between two cowboys on horseback, and the first cowboy ropes the head, and then the second cowboy ropes the hind legs. Well, when he ropes the back legs of that steer, and those two horses back away from one another, that steer can go no further. Well, Jesus has already bruised the head of our enemy, Satan. It's up to you and I to kick the other end. It's up to you and me to change things by binding and loosing from our standpoint in the earth. Now, my question is this. Jesus said, "I'm going to give you the keys." Well, if you're traveling on the road, I'm not talking about the key to your car. I'm talking about where you will be staying at the end of your trip. Do you need the keys on the road, or do you need the keys when you arrive? You don't need the keys when you're 500 miles from your destination. And you don't use the keys while you're on the road. You use a road map. That's what the Old Testament is. It's a road map for you and me. But you and I are not trying to get to the kingdom. We're in the kingdom, and the kingdom is in us. And Jesus said, "I'll give you the keys of the kingdom." So now we're not following a road map anymore, my brothers and sisters. We're in the kingdom. What we need to learn to do now is to use the keys. Because everything you need, everything you could desire is already there with you in the kingdom of God where you now live. So learn to use the keys. You don't need the road map, just the keys.